They lost defensive end Josh Sweat. You're looking at about 4 starters, maybe 3.5, depending on what package they're in on the defense. Offensively, the Chiefs lost, I would suggest, their most versatile offensive lineman. You don't have to say their best. That might be Trey Smith. Some might suggest Creed Humphrey at center. But Joe Thuney, their most versatile offensive lineman, they lost him to the Chicago Bears, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
More likely to have a Super Bowl hangover, James, who you say? Is it the Chiefs or is it the Eagles? I know my answer.
Man, good God. Oh, both these teams good and dominant. One just smacked a team that was going for a three-peat. But I got to say the Eagles. Eagles lost Josh Sweat. They lost Milton Williams. They lost Darius Slade. You lost C.J., who I believe is really good pieces to your football team, especially to your defense, which was probably the best defense in football. But not only that, I haven't seen the Eagles do it. You know, I haven't seen the Eagles go through an offseason, lose a lot of these players, and come back the next year and be dominant. I haven't seen them do it. I've seen the Kansas City Chiefs do it year in and year out, whether they win it or whether they lose it. I've seen them do it. I've seen the quarterback cover up so many holes on a roster and continue to get back to AFC championship games and Super Bowls. I've seen them do it. So I'm not going to say that it's going to be a hangover for the Kansas City Chiefs. I think it is the Eagles strictly because I haven't seen them do it, and they have lost a lot of key pieces on the defense. The defense was a big part of their success last year, and you lost a lot of key pieces, and you lost some leaders. So I need to see how they are going to respond. I know how the Kansas City Chiefs are going to respond because they've shown us how they are going to respond year in and year out with the coach and the quarterback. So I'm gonna say the Eagles.
I think it's easily the Eagles. I think we're probably...
Easily?
Yeah. No, if you're just talking about these two teams, we've seen the Chiefs in Patrick Mahomes' era make the Super Bowl 5 times in 7 years. Okay? The last time the Eagles won a Super Bowl before this year was 2017. They didn't make it back the next year. What about the year they went in 2022 against the Chiefs and they lost? They didn't make it back the next year. I think from a more consistent team-wise, not the better team, the more consistent team-wise to getting to an AFC championship and a chance to play in the Super Bowl, it's easily Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. I don't love what the Eagles have lost. We talked about Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. We talked about the loss of Milton Williams. All these rushers, edge rushers, stuff like that. I agree that Howie has a plan and how we trust. And I don't think right now it's close on who's the better team. I do think it's Philadelphia overall, 1-53 talent-wise, everything like that. They just proved it with smacking the Kansas City Chiefs. But a hangover is a tough word. If I have to pick one of them, it's got to be the Eagles purely based on consistency.
Eagles, not close.
Yeah.
Not close. Why?
Close?
Because not close.
It's not, dude. Look
because
at the
You can't say not close. Go ahead. No.
Because of Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman is an incredible GM because he takes a lot of risks. But with a lot of risk comes a lot of reward. And with a lot of risk comes a lot of miss. Howie Roseman is incredible. Make no mistake about it. I know Howie incredibly well. He cut me a lot. Talked to him at the Super Bowl. I was right there with Shady. So I know Howie well. Arrogant, Howie Roseman is. And so what I say that to say is Howie could go and think, you know what, I don't need Chauncey. He thought that before. Eagles went from the Super Bowl to a 10-win team and the defense fell off. Howie could think, I don't need Slay. I can replace him with this dude. I can replace him with that dude. Arrogant. Now, again, Howie, to me, best general manager in football, maybe second to Brett Veach. They both incredible. But I know this much. Howie could say to himself, yo, I'm going to go get Jalen Reagor instead of Justin Jefferson. He's human. He misses too.
No doubt.
He misses too. That did happen. This stuff did happen. So the reason the Eagles are more prone to miss, because Howie's aggressive. But look at the MLB leaders in home runs. They also lead in strikeouts. Look at the passing leaders in touchdowns. They also lead in picks.
It's a good take.
You know what I'm saying? Like, to be aggressive, you're going to miss. To be aggressive, you're going to hit. We praise Howie when he hits, and he hits often. That's why he is one of the greatest general managers in football. But simultaneously, and Shady, correct me if I said anything wrong, Howie is arrogant. Howie will miss. Howie will swing for the fences, and every now and then you strike out. And because Howie is so aggressive, he could miss.
I don't know, man.
Easily, though.
Steph Curry missed sometimes.
No doubt about it.
I mean, but I ain't gonna lie, Howard, he don't be missing lately. He ain't been missing lately. You talking about who's Jalen? What's his name? Reagor. Yeah, he's weak. Anyway, that's years ago though. Those were years ago.
You could suggest
those were years ago.
You could suggest Jordan Davis wasn't missed the first 2 years of his career. First round.
That's not part of the.
I don't know though, man.
That's not part of the 5-year plan.
I don't know. He's saying all that, but since he's been there, he's been to 2 Super Bowls. I don't know.
Yeah.
You could suggest that, though.
I don't know suggest anything. I know that he's been to Super Bowls. I know this. The Eagles and the Chiefs are going to be back in the Super Bowl this year again. That's what it is. So for my answer, neither.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, seriously.
Putting Andy Reid in.
I start doing all the numbers and the math on it. So Nick Sirianni can't touch Andy Reid. We know that, right? Yeah. But Nick is damn good. He's so good that since he's been in the league, every year's been a playoff appearance. Every year. And the last, since 2022, we've been in Super Bowls now. Sure. Back to back, 2 of them. So when you talking all this, I can't really hear it because the Chiefs, all they do is win and they go to the Super Bowl. That's what they do. Mm-hmm. But if you look at the last couple of years, so is the Eagles. And if I asked you if you had to give me a favorite from the NFC to go to Super Bowl, who's it going to be?
Of course, the Eagles.
Of course.
But what happened the year the Eagles didn't go? See, when the Chiefs don't go to the Super Bowl, they go to an AFC.
But you know what the difference is? Yeah. They don't look like that, and they don't have Saquon Barkley.
They don't have to look like that.
They didn't look like that, and they don't have Saquon Barkley. Huh?
You don't give too many homeboy takes. This one.
Tell me how. Tell me what.
Neither.
Wait. So, okay, since 2022, since Nick Sirianni, right? The Chiefs have 40 wins and 11 losses. The Eagles have 39 wins and 12 losses.
Shady.
What, James?
Every time the Eagles go to the Super Bowl, they have a hangover. They don't go
every
back.
time.
I can't. I mean, you can say that.
I just said it. 2017.
No. That's what it is.
That's literally the fact.
I heard that, guys. I heard that. But I think as time goes on, you get growth. You get. What you mean?
You do grow.
You get experience.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You get experience. Like, the Chiefs are so good, and they can move players and pieces around because they're veterans that's there. They have experience. If I don't know what I'm doing, I could just follow Kelsey. I don't know what I should do. I'm just going to follow Patrick Mahomes. You get what I'm saying? Andy Reid, follow him. Now you move to Philadelphia. Now you're saying the same thing.
Let's talk.
Lane Johnson been there a couple times, right?
Several times.
You look at the coach, Nick Sirianni. Before Nick was a project. Is he going to be a great coach? Now we know he's a great coach.
What about this aspect, though, we haven't brought up yet? The Eagles have much more internal turmoil, much more than the Chiefs.
I don't care.
Like,
it doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
They did it this year.
Every great team has that.
If they wouldn't.
If we're looking at things that might be the reason you fall off. That's what I'm suggesting. Yeah. Not that it will be.
I can't go that way.
I'm just saying that, like, well, here's why I could. Because, say, for example, A.J. Brown is disgruntled.
He was last
year with championship.
I'm saying so disgruntled that he wants out, people. So that's the kind of disgruntled.
But my thing is, I'm not even worried about it getting there.
No.
I'm talking about, like, when you win a championship or you're a really good football team, it comes with losing really good players. That's just, you're going to lose really good players in free agency. The Kansas City Chiefs have shown no matter what it is, they can overcome that and get back to the game and win the game or lose the game. The Eagles haven't. So we can say whatever we want about these pieces, about Sweat, about Milton Williams, about Slay, about C.J. Johnson. They have not shown us that they can overcome that and go back the next year.
And
the Chiefs have. I'm not saying their roster is not extremely talented and they can go back. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is the Chiefs have shown you no matter how it looks, winning by 1 point, winning by 25 points, winning with these dudes, winning with those dudes. Right. They have showed you with our coach and our quarterback.
You're easily Philadelphia
now. The Eagles haven't.
And that's why 2 things can be correct. I think the Chiefs go back and I think the Eagles go back. Because you say all that and it sounds great on TV, but if I say, hey, James, pick one team from NFC's going to Super Bowl, who you going to say?
Who wins in a rematch?
Hold up. Hey, James, great take you had. If you had to pick one team from NFC, who's it going to be?
Yeah, go, Pack, go.
I'm being serious.
Eagles.
It's going to be the Eagles. So all that y'all saying, all these stats on the soul and this and that. You're going,
more likely. Who's more likely?
Y'all playing a what if game. He just went to what if AJ would have get out the league. He's saying what if this and that. You saying what happens. And I'm saying let's play the what if game. So what if we had to pick one team from NFC?
But the Chiefs are
who's
not
it going to be?
The NFC. We're talking Chiefs-Eagles.
Who wins in a rematch?
What I'm saying is this, bro.
I hear you, bro.
They both are going to go. They're both are. No, sir, they're both are coached well.
Both of them can't win.
So wait, is it a coincidence that they keep seeing each other in Super Bowl every other year?
No.
You get what I'm saying?
No, we're not saying they're not a good team.
I'm not asking. I'm saying it's not a coincidence that they keep playing the same team, the same quarterback.
What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.